All week, I've been sharing my backpacking adventure around Isle Royale. We started with a unique perspective of island life, took a look at our first few days backpacking from Rock Harbor, and we took a ferry to Wendigo on the west side of the island, where we met researchers and volunteers, all part of the longest predator-prey study in the world. This morning, part 4, the spirit of Isle Royale, training the next generation of researchers. How a month-long college internship on the island is shaping students and the moose wolf study.
Oh, really? We'll start this one and then we can walk that way.
These 4 college students didn't know each other before they met for a summer internship on Isle Royale.
And sometimes you put 0 out of 0.
This was at the top of my list for goals for 4 years now since I started school. So it's hard to really describe what it means to me, and it's even harder to describe what it's going to mean for the future of my career path. I mean, it'll mean a lot.
Vincent Dockery is a senior at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. He's studying to become a wildlife biologist. Participating in this program, gathering data on the island to be used in the wolf-moose study, it's an invaluable experience that will ultimately shape and guide him to that first job. But it's not easy work. The students hike off trail on the island, following a GPS to plots being monitored for moose activity. They're measuring vegetation and recording growth, tree height, and overall tree conditions. Many of these trees are small, bare, unable to grow much taller than a few feet.
It gives us a relative abundance of the species there, and then it gives us an idea of the condition of the balsam fir trees which are there, which make up the primary source of the moose's diet.
They're learning how to collect ecological data, and they're becoming confident in the woods. Navigation skills they'll use long after their time on the island.
It's maybe putting the students a little bit outside of their comfort zone. And so I think, they learn a lot about themselves and about becoming really self-reliant and how to to figure out how to solve problems.
Ultimately, the students won't be around to see how the data they're collecting impacts the study. But there will be papers written, conclusions drawn, and observations made based on their findings and their hard work. For NMU biology major Ben Miller, it's more than he could have ever anticipated.
Doing the sampling itself, walking the transects, and doing the measuring, it really is enriching to me. I feel like I'm learning something new every minute of every day.
And ultimately, for this group, that's what it's all about. Learning, growing, and building relationships, training to become the next generation of researchers from world-renowned scientists.
This kind of has like 1, 2, 3.
Getting the different perspectives of these people who have worked on this project for years and years, know so much about moose, wolves, the plants, the birds, everything around us. I can't have a single conversation with them without learning something new. It's incredible.
It's just spectacular. You gotta come see it for yourself.
These internships happen every year on the island. It's truly an incredible experience for the students that participate. My daughter Nevaeh was actually there when we visited. You may have spotted her in some of the footage. The stories she's come home with are really special. They're really incredible. I'm glad she applied and participated in the program. If you or someone you know is interested, check out this story on uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. Now tomorrow in part 5, my final piece, the spirit of Isle Royale, saying yes to adventure, the final leg of our trip as we adventure around Wendigo and head back on the ferry for Rock Harbor for more backpacking and hiking. And check that out. You're going to see our moose sightings and why all 4 of us are already planning our next trip to Isle Royale.